Yes, good morning, everyone. So today I'm talking about another concept is default argument to the function. Right. So, uh, so whenever we speak about default arguments concept, so whenever we communicate between the functions, let's take there is a situation. Yeah, function calling. Function calling here. Definition. Right. So what happens is that here, whenever you call the function, let's suppose there is a app where an app is going to ask that name of the candidate, phone number of the candidate, age of the candidate, and then enroll. So under the enroll button, the function is going to call by taking these arguments: name as one argument, phone number as another argument, age as another argument. Whenever you trying to submit these three entries, right, here the definition is available. Here definition is available. Def enroll, where name is going to be there, phone number is going to be there, age is optional. See, this concept is default arguments concept. Whenever we talk about age, now whoever is having 70, 80 years of age, that time they didn't maintain any date of birth proofs. There is no proof for the date of birth. How old they are, they don't know. So whenever you trying to validate, are they 70 years old or 80 years old or 60 years old? If you would like to go for the taking the insurance policy, if you are above 60 years aged, insurance policies are not going to be provided for you. Yes or no? If you go for the pension eligibility, you should have minimum 40 years above or else 50 years above, isn't it? Sometimes they don't have any address proof like a date of birth proof. Sometimes the age will be provided as an input, sometimes they won't provide as an input. This concept, default argument concept, comes into picture when the end user is not able to provide an option called how old he is or she is, then we supposed to specify the age is going to be minimum 50 years old here. Where age is equal to 50 is a default argument to be declared as a formal argument, such a way that when the client, when the user not able to provide an entry over here, then it is going to be take 50 years as a by default argument. If the candidate will provide the how old he is, that 50 is going to be overridden by that. Are you clear? It's matters, there is a fax number, we don't have. There is alternate phone number, we don't have. There is alternate email ID, we don't have, isn't it? So there are certain options are going to be not in a position to provide it. There is an entry called passport. You don't have, but somebody might have. If somebody who is able to provide the passport, an existing number is going to be overridden. Not, then passport is equal to XXX. It's a default value. Are you clear? These are the situations make us to be create a default value whenever the communication takes place as in terms of functions. Are you clear? Let's see the real program, such a way that you will be get to know, right? Yes. Murali Krishna, are you understanding? Murali Krishna నిద్రపోతుంటాడు ఏం
Yes,
చేస్తాడు
sir.
ఏం నెట్వర్క్ ఇష్యూ
Understand, sir.
నేను కరెక్ట్ టైంకి రెస్పాన్స్ ఇవ్వను
Yes. Yes, sir. Networks are in my village.
So now I'll be writing one particular definition, which is the function I'm creating now. The function is pension eligibility. Eligibility. Function eligibility. So to get the function eligibility for a certain candidate, what are the important entities or entries or parameters to be taken? Name, Aadhaar number, phone number, address is, it will be different thing, but just, the need of the default argument, because we can take n number of parameters are considered, but age. Are you clear? Okay. Yeah. What is the here? If age of the person is greater than or equals to 50 years, then candidate is going to be eligible for the your eligible for the pension. Else, if age doesn't meet criteria, obviously it will be treated as, what? You are not eligible. You are not eligible for the pension scheme. Obviously print candidate details. Age, sorry, name, N, Aadhaar number, P, Are you clear? Great. So now function has written. Okay. Now we have to call. So this function will be there under a button. See, whenever you go to the village, some VROs, village revenue officers, or maybe somebody else will go to home, door to door, and they will be consider everybody and they'll ask eligible people. Correct. So they'll take information, they'll be enter into their tab in an application and check. There is a button called as a check. Then you're supposed to be pass these values. But we have to pass the values, right? Then for that we have to call the function. So I said already, yeah, one second. Just let me create one particular. There is another file. Check. Pension eligibility. is the another file where we are going to call for different people, not for one person, for different people will call. From there is a package called as functions concepts. Okay, import default argument as a formal parameter as D, which is an alias name. Yes or no? So now D dot pension eligibility function is going to call for a particular person, for one person. What we supposed to expect? The name of the person is, isn't it? Mal. The Aadhaar number is 2233 44 55 66 77. Then what is next argument? Phone number. Yes, absolutely. 9009500022. Then age is going to be something called as 52. Yes or no? Now, so we have called the function. You just execute now. So you are eligible for the pension. The candidate details are, the candidate name is Mal, and this is Aadhaar number, this is a phone number, and this. Are you clear? Now there is another person is going to come. We have to check eligibility for him also. D dot pension eligibility, where the name of the person is Somla. Then the Aadhaar number will be 8899445566 and 33. And phone number is 9704144125. And there is the age is optional. I don't have to give the age proof. I don't have. Then what's the solution? Let us execute what happens. You see, one argument is missing. One argument is missing. Then what's the solution? Then the default argument concept will comes into picture, where age I am going to be specify as 50. This age is equal to 50 would be considered as what? Default argument. When the candidate is not able to provide us an input, then we supposingly we have to now execute. Yeah. Are you clear? Great. Execute once and show me. Copy. And you implement through tkinter now. The same program, create a tkinter user interface where you will be enter name, Aadhaar number, phone number, and age. Yes or no? Then whenever you click on check button, then this decision making will be takes place. For that, you need to write a program. Clear? Right away. I'll give 5 minutes, 10 minutes time. Please, you make it fast. Okay. I'm giving this particular program to you.